This is a special dedication to my beautiful Providence. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love my Providence. 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 I love my Providence.
Hello TV viewer, it's nice to meet you one more time and introduce you to the exuberant wonders and beauty of my Providence. Today we are in Nelly Downs and Jouns Pine, two small and beautiful sections, so forget your TV control and let us enjoy together as how we know to do it here in my Providence.
With the music, with the music. This is just the beginning of a beautiful day in beautiful Providence. Hear this? Yeah! I love my Providence. I love my Providence. I love my Providence.
In my Providence, we was researching about the name of this small section, but I'm sorry to tell you that the name Nelly Downs is a mystery for the new inhabitants. No one could tell us who was that. The only family in this section with that title are the descendant of Mr. Herman Downs, a guy that come from Nicaragua and get in love with a Providence girl from this section and establish his home here.
We're smiling, yes, and all the rest from the whole Providence. This sun is too sharp, but you are the best. And we can't let for me people from get cleaner. Or if you
Well, my lovely TV viewers, we are here in the section of Nelly Downs with Miss Alda Bryan. She's a lady. She didn't born here in Nelly Downs. She born in Rocky Point, but she come here when she was very young because she was in love with a man titled Baden from this section. But make Miss Alda tell we a little bit how that go.
Well, I had two sons before I met on Miguel Barno, get in love, and I come around here and living a good while before we married. When we married, I had one son from Miguel Baden. Well, we lived together and we was happy. And in 1972, Miguel Baden and two sons, my second son and Miguel's son, and so they went out on a little fishing boat by the name of Venturera. And that was the last. We kind of never did come back. We don't know what happened to them until this day. I was pregnant with my last son, Viarges Burden. And I had to work hard. I used to, when I was cutting the ear field, I used to wash for all the man them on that work on the ear field. And had to work hard to raise my last son, Viarges.
All right, Miss Alda, tell you a little bit now about the life around here. How around here used to be? Who were the first people them who had shop and all them things?
Well, when I come around here, Marvin had a shop right out there. See the little place still there, little house. Mr. Pedro Archibald had a shop topside there. And I said, Mesita used to sell sweet and candy and so. And them was the two shops, Mr. Pedro and the Marvin. So from that, you have to go down, buy, and no more shopping.
And who are the people them around here? Who used to live around here?
Down the bottom there was Dillian, wife was Ronnie. And after them dead out, well, up there was Daza. I'm married to Angelina. And Mr. Daza, Angelina, dead. And Mr. Daza was old and used to doing cooking, and a kerosene stove fall on him and him burn up and him dead. Then Miss Lelma, right against the little shop there, we sit down the side. Cassian, Archibald and Miss Anna, there.
This section is called Nelly Downs. Tell me what you know about that. Who was Miss Nelly Downs?
Well, the old lady that was living by Miss Sita was Mr. Downs' mother. But I can't tell nothing about Downs because I come around here and I find him living there.
All right, tell me now about the light plant. What you remember about when they start building the light plant down in here?
Well, that light plant, I know how it started built because I was living them time in Rocky Point. But I know that a man by the name of Thompson used to work the plant. And then Thompson was living Smoothwater Bay. Wife with me, not my wife with me. And after them gone, it was Mr. Juan Garcia who used to run the plant. But when I started to build it, I really don't know who was.
Miss Alda, like plenty other community from this island, Nelly Downs was a fisherman community. Tell me about them days when your husband used to go fishing, how you used to do to keep the fish and how you used to prepare it and so.
Well, when he was a fisherman, he used to catch hawksbill, crawfish, and all them things. We used to can your fish, and you roast. You used to make up fire, roast the fish, fry fish, and when you go cook, you always make your rondong. Everybody like the rondong, like the rondong. You can your fish, you roast your fish, and afterward, man from continent by the name of Matis, they bring Nivera, and Miguel used to fishing for Matis, fillet the fish, and him carried sail. Porta was a fisherman used to fish into. Delian, a man used to fish in and trap, catch a hawksbill. The people used to come right down by the bay, go down through the road there and buy the fish, the hawksbill meat.
Well, Miss Alda, thank you very much for being here in my Providence.
Well, I thank you all for your visit. You all are welcome. And I hope that we have a better island, a better life in the coming year. Thank you all.
And you, my TV viewer, don't move. Company me make we see if we can find out who was Nelly Downs. All right, we continue here in Nelly Downs with Mr. Bing Suarez Muto. He's from San Andres, but he come here and get in love with a lady from Nelly Downs, and him stay here. So he going to tell we know how that was when they cut the road around here.
Okay, before they cut this road here, we had one entrance. That was a road from out there from the main road to down Bay. That was a family road. That wasn't a public road. Because all this land here, so it belongs to one family, the Archibalds. We used to call it God Road, because if you don't fall and the way down is because he was a godly man, because the road was so bad, so muddy. So the government plan was to make a road, and the try was to cut the road through, they're cutting the road through here, but they was going to cut it through Miss Alda's house. And we had to stand up with it, because the place where they was going to build the house for Miss Alda was a place far away from the sea. And the tradition of this family was seamen. Mr. Miguel, he was a fisherman, and all his sons and daughters, they used to fish also. So, and through that reason, well, then they had to move the road and build it further out here. And that is most of the reason why we fought was to hinder them from building the road where they had a plan, to keep up the tradition of the family tradition and island tradition, fishing. Right down here, we call it Nelly Downs. I don't call it Caballete. I don't agree with that Spanish name. This place had English name, and we should maintain that custom, calling it by its name. Well, we used to give it name Miguel, Don Miguel. Because Mr. Miguel used to live down here, so everybody said Don Miguel. So when I where you live? So we live Don Miguel. Well, now after Mr. Miguel died, then they used to say Don Bing. Because I used to live down here, I used to say Don Bing, but really the sector is Nelly Downs. I don't know the reason why they call it Nelly Downs. I don't get the real sense of it, but I know say it's Nelly Downs. The section named Nelly Downs.
Mr. Bing, tell us, how was that story when you come Providence and get in love? How was life down in Nelly Downs?
When I came here the first time I met Sandra, when I came on Betty B. I originally came from Colon and Laguna. And then after my father was on the Betty B, and I came up here and I met Sandra, and then I went back to San Andres. I went to San Andres and she went to San Andres. She was working in San Andres, and then I got married.